to go right to the far end. So annoying. Right, made it to Leeds. Busy, rush hour. Near 8:30. Well, it is 8:30, I think. Nip over to Spoons now for some breakfast, and then we'll get the next available train to Keighley. Good morning, and welcome to another vlog. We're going to the Haworth Valley today. So it's, what day is it? Friday the 6th. Friday the 6th of March 2020. And this is the Leeds Carlisle service, 9:19. So get this one, it's a 158 and an ex-Great Western 153. So we're going to head on to this one as soon as they open it, and then we'll go to Keighley. Right, so on the 9:19 or 9:19 Leeds Carlisle, we're going to Keighley. So it's passing very shortly. So we'll get to Keighley and then continue on the Haworth Valley services to Oxenhope, Haworth, and into Leeds. Okay, so let's enjoy the day, hopefully. It's not raining, weather's pretty good. Let's keep going. So we're just leaving Leeds now, and we are running alongside this Transpennine service to Manchester Airport. Newcastle to Manchester Airport service. And we're actually going out on D line, that's on F. This is E here between us. So we won't use the Harrogate line, we're going to just go straight up the Air Valley, which is unusual in this direction. So we're just joining that, what the Transpennine has to go across as a flat junction, a bit like a Newark. Leeds to Bradford and Wakefield and King's Cross, and then the furthest left line's Huddersfield. It's where the old bridge went over from Leeds Central, where Holbeck low level and high level stations were. They've been in the middle of the road there. Right, made it to Keighley. It's been a while since we've been off the train here for anything other than visiting a friend. And it doesn't look like the train's even run round yet, so we shall see. What is it? Black 5, 4, 5, 2, 1, 2. Right, not so sure this is the 940 or the 1025. What is it? Is this a 1025?
Yes,
or 940? Oh no, 940's gone. Right, we're in the club class carriage at the moment, right at the front of the train, and there's a freight coming in hauled by the visiting loco, which is a Prairie tank engine.
10:05.
41:44.
That's not too bad. So we'll do 2 returns to England and we'll get that.
Right, heading off to Oxenhope now on this second train of the day, 10:25. Just arriving at Ingro, which is on the opposite side to what we are. Ingro West as it was. There's a short tunnel after here, which is the longer of the two tunnels. We shall come back in a bit later, hopefully for the non-stop run to Haworth. So there's a tunnel just ahead of us there now. Nice and smoky.
You need a bigger hole in the honesty box. You need a bigger hole in the honesty box.
This is actually
New bridge, you know, isn't it? Where is it really?
This is actually the first
Right, further up.
that we've had this year.
A little bit of wind hanging a bit later. Just leaving our brief stop at Demens.
And she gave me a link to if you want to book, so I replied to her, thank you, I will definitely want to book, but I'll wait and see when the teddy bears are going to be there. So we'll need to go for a couple of nights for it, so quite a drive.
Signals, of course. They should pass one in this loop now because there's a loop. We're on the main line, the loop's on the opposite side, so it's like left hand running mostly. Right, we just passed another service there at Demens, which was Big Jim heading south, or heading north to Keighley.
Yeah.
We're heading south.
I said it might be Wednesday before I get to try it. Well, what we can do is just keep
Setting it. Yeah.
that'd be quite funny actually. I don't know whether it all walks through it or what's going on, but don't redo it. But I did, I mean, I don't know what Richard said because I wanted to say it once, so I had to actually went and use that one because I thought he'd use it. And he said, oh no, I got that one. So we all know what he's doing, so I said, oh well, I'll have that one. But then if I forget, I can use it all anyway.
Oakworth is next. Get quite a good view of the railway from the road up there. So just leaving Oakworth, level crossing here, a bit bigger level crossing than the Mems. Haworth and Oxenhope are on this side now, as you'll soon see. Short tunnel coming up. Oh, it's really warm now. 25 yards is this tunnel by this. You can walk down here quite legitimately without an HV vest. Down there. This is Haworth. So we'll go to the next station and then walk back part way either to Haworth or through to Oakworth. We'll see. Do a bit of filming.
Come back that way, all the way back down here. All the way back down.
Way past the shed now, there's a 101. Common site years ago. There's a 108. Looking a little bit shabby, that one now. And what's steaming up here? Oh, it's Bahamas. We'll hopefully see that a bit later, 4F further over. Flooded round here not that long ago. A lot of new houses have gone up here in the last year or two. See how it's all brushed down here, where it's all swept, it's been flooded. Oxenhope, there's the carriage shed. There's a museum here which we may have a look at a bit later. Right, this is the engine that's brought us here, 45212. So we'll see what else we can see when we get to the next shot. We'll get this leaving and then probably be Big Jim coming up next on the next one. I think something's sprung a leak here. The point's actually set for the platform road. running around. It's going to get a bit wet. It runs under the trickle of water.
I know, you better go and tell him.
I don't know why they got point locks on that, because it's not necessary really, it's only an engine release point.
So it's the engine.
Just keep out of the splash point. Oh, it didn't quite go down the chimney. Reset the points. Had a bit of a wash, hasn't it? Right, the station's just down there. It says road closed, Oxenhope station, and it's closed because there's been some flood damage. Anyway, that aside, we're going to go down here now and alongside the railway and do a bit of filming. We'll see 45212 go back, and I think it'll be Big Jim coming south. Most, if not all, the locos are facing Oxenhope, facing south, so you can see my shadow here, look at this. It's amazing now for March. I think we might have finally turned the corner. Right, here it goes, 45212 heading back to Keighley. Tender first this way mostly, of course. The carriage we came in is this one at the back here, this L&Y club car. Not bad. Right, I just walked across that steel bridge there, come down here and all that, so yeah, it's probably been flooded across here not too long ago. It's all wet and muddy, and we've changed from the Essex to the Carrymores, so we can roam around in the mud now quite easily and it not spoil our nice trainers. In fact, I might just give these a rinse. Because they are full of mud. Right, from when we walk to work. Right, we've got a bit of time now, about a quarter of an hour before the next train leaves Haworth to come back down here. Not sure how far we'll walk yet, but we'll certainly make Haworth and probably Oakworth. We can keep going. We get to Oakworth, I might have a ride back up here and back down again, just for the hell of it. We'll see. Let's go across the, I don't know, pass on the bridge. We can use the quite easily. God, it's lovely for March now. It's amazing. Ah, there's the railway. So I'll get set up a bit further down here and get the next train, which I think will be Big Jim. 5820. Right, this should be Big Jim. 5820. So we'll find out and see what it is. Yep, it is. Right, that's just gone up to Oxenhope now, so let's head down here and get it coming back. Perhaps a little less close to the track this time. I'm sure he blew that whistle hoping it'd fall into the river. Anyway. It's really nice up here, isn't it? Look at the, yeah. It'd be nice in the summer when the trees are in full bloom. Look at them like skeletons at the moment. It's still such back into winter. Won't have any leaves on until at least the middle of April, I don't think. So this path will eventually lead down to Haworth. Right, it's not working very hard obviously this time, going back north. This is Big Jim. $58.20 again, heading north back to Keighley. There's some nags in the foreground. We do need to have a ride behind that one. We haven't had a ride behind it for getting on for 30 years. It's a nice sound, isn't it? It echoes across the valley. Right, let's keep going down this path and see if we can find another suitable location for the next southbound train. Don't think we're going that far, but oh, dear. Afternoon.
Yeah, careful down there, blooming heck.
It's very boggy.
Is it? Right, well, we'll manage.
By the bridge.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not joking, are they? So if they can manage with 2 little sprogs in tow, we should be able to manage on our own. Certainly a good job we changed out of those Essex trainers. They'd be filthy as Right, this should be the Prairie now, the visiting engine. Yep, I think it is. That's full zoom now, full zoom. It's not often we get Great Western engines on this line. Right, let's head back over that little bit of a bridge and then continue towards Haworth. Pity the sun's gone in a bit now, but anyway, now that the train's gone, it'll no doubt come out from behind that cloud. Oh dear. Let's head up that way. Looks a little bit easier. It's thawed out somewhat since the sun's been up on it. It's made it rather messy. It was rather hard and solid earlier, apparently. Right, we just walked through the gate down there, and the main road's just up there. And I think this brings us onto Brow Road now, which is the famous steep hill. Has, I think, a 20% gradient. Or thereabouts. Yeah, footpath Oxenhope, so we just come from there. Yep, this is it, this is Brow Road. That's quite a hill, is that? Meow! There's a post. Hello, puddy tat. It's got a little red collar on its neck. Right. We'll get the next shot somewhere down here. The little 4F there is smouldering away in light steam, probably as a relief loco in case of a failure. Bit awkward here because there's no pavement on this side, but I'm not going to change sides just to go back across further down. So it's 43924 4F. You used to be able to go around the sheds years ago, but I think you need permission now. Right, made it back to Haworth. Well, that's B2. It's B3 that we want if we're going to go to Hebden Bridge. We'll see. So let's go on to the station. It's all up Keighley, 1218 is next. Excuse. Right. Right, this should be the Prairie heading back to Keighley now. Slightly delayed, but not much. Maybe bunker first, of course. We have a little ride just to Oakworth and come back on the next one back here and have food. Rather than waste our ticket, we'll have a little ride. 144. Just going to get off at Oakworth now. This is the next station just up here. Right, let's get out, watch it head off. Just going forward, it looks a bit through the crossing, I think. Right, we're at Oakworth now. Just have a few minutes here, then head back to Haworth on the next train, which I think is the American one, the big Jim Loco 5820. So we'll get that back just to Haworth, then walk back here and maybe onto the Mems after had some lunch. This is where the Railway Children was filmed in the early 70s, the first film in 1970 itself. Not sure where the Three Chimneys house was, but Perk's Crossing Keeper's cottage was down there. I say Crossing Keeper's porters, everything wanted just about here at Oakworth. And it kept the name Oakworth actually whilst they made the film. It wasn't made up into somewhere else fictitious. It wasn't. So yeah, sun's come out again now, so it's looking nice. Anyway, I'll hang around now for the next one, back to Haworth. Right, he's opening the crossing for the train, which is not very far away. In fact, it's here. It's Bahamas. Bahamas on its own, by the look of it. It's a Jubilee. Right, head back to Haworth for some food. there, the white building. Got off this train here and look where the engine has stopped, right with the chimney right under the bridge. We couldn't get any more, well, maybe just a few feet. Right, let's head out of the station, set view ranger going, and we'll walk to Oakworth. Double header, I think, yeah it is. Tunnel smoking a bit. Right, let's continue down here and get the same train coming back, I suppose. It will be, won't it? More mud than enough here, isn't there? Right, here we are. This is not Bahamas, it's the Black 5, 45212 on the Big Jim, Yank, heading into Mytham's Tunnel. Right, let's go to the other side now for another one coming to the way. Right, this is 41241 and the Prairie. Bad. Right, let's walk on to Oakworth. Right, we'll nip down to Keighley on this one, probably have a coffee and then head back south. So we shall see whether we can have another trip beyond that. I don't know. Oh, it's on its own, the Prairie now. Just coming back into Keighley now, so we'll try and get the Ingro shuttle if we can, and then have a look at the works possibly if the battery lasts. I've only got like 1 minute of battery power now, so it's probably not going to last much longer, and then we'll make our way back on the next to the last train of the day, Oxenhope over to Hebden Bridge, and go back via Brighouse and Dewsbury. Right, this is Big Jim, the American loco, S160. We're leaving very shortly. So, yeah, it looks like it has got the original chimney, I think, on now. Not as it had before, but anyway. Let's get on it and have a ride to Ingro. Right, now on that 1605, just to Ingro with Big Jim in charge. So we've got less than one bar of battery power now, but we'll see how it goes. Grabbing the token. We're down to the iPhone now. This should be propelling back very shortly into the yard to clear the main line. Break of coaches or whatever. It's moved into the yard anyway, what I'm trying to say. Clearing the main line for the next service, which will be about 10 minutes. Let's have a quick look in the museum, and then we'll film next train going through. Right, in the museum now in Ingro. As you can see, there's a lot of signs. Oh, Heckman White Spen there from the Leeds New Line that was. So yeah. There's a lot to see in here.
Some of the carriages and other objects you are about to see have served people here and elsewhere during that whole time, touching on 3 centuries.
It really does make you wonder what it would have been like in the earliest days of steam. So it just does. But I suppose Victorian railways would have been like the East Coast Main Line and Azumas are now in effect. You know, it would have been modern technology back in the late 19th century. It would. There's a lot of signs here, there's just carriages in here. There's no locos in here, is there? I thought there might have been an odd loco in here, but there doesn't look to be. Yeah, let's look up here. You can see inside some of the carriages. I do get them out occasionally. Look at that. I mean, that's just, it's leather. You can even sit down in here if you wanted to. Look at this. Oh my word. This is the style, isn't it? It's just not northern. Not a class 195 or an Azuma that. It's that, to think that that is better than the technology and seating of today is just ridiculous. There is one loco here, it's Lord Mayor, and this cardboard cutout of the railway shows an actors here from the 1970 film from now 50 years ago this year, and they're both, all three rather, are going to be well over 60 by now. I'm sure they are, they must be. So yeah, anyway, it's time to head back to the station to film the next train. Right, not sure what this is coming in, but fun I've seen so far, that's for sure. Like the prairie behind it, whatever it is. Number 85. We'll see it disappear into the tunnel in a moment. Choking. You can see the smoke in the tunnel here. Easier with through the camera than with the naked eye. So that's going to probably drift back down here very shortly now as it comes out. Down and out now. word, look at that. And that's only a tunnel of 150 yards. Imagine what it'd be like if it was a mile long. It'd take ages to clear. In fact, it probably wouldn't clear because there'd be another train through, then there'd be another train through, and so on and so on. There would be. It'd probably never clear until Christmas or something like that. Right, this should be Bahamas, I think. So we'll find out if it is. It is. Right, that loco is going to follow us down now, big Jim. Follow us down to Keighley and take us back to Oxenhope on the next to last one, so that's what we'll do. Keighley now for the last time, so Jim should be taking down the next one. That'll be it then. Right, we're on the move again now. Last train for us today on here. And it's Big Jim again, so after 20 odd years of no Big Jim, suddenly we've got 2 runs within an hour or so. You'll see it in a minute as we go down this corner. Sit near the back. The sun's shining on it now. Here we are, yep, we're going straight to the tunnel. Ooh, a bit of black flag as well, or dark grey flag. moment until it dims. Off we go again. Across the last northbound train here now, we will. 2 miles from Keighley. There's a foot crossing there, but it's actually going to get a road. You get a road vehicle down there, can't you? The passing train is approaching. This is that little 85 tank engine and the bearer in that order. Oh, I beg pardon, no prairie, just a little one on its own. Stop is Oakworth now.
now for the last time. Right at the end of the platform. Right, last leg now, on to Oxenhope. Right, this is just about it now for this Gala weekend, for today, well, for us anyway. It's on 2 more days, of course. This is Friday, day 1, but we're working other days, so it's just today. stop dribbling as well as that tank of water now. Made it to Hebden Bridge now. That's the bus behind there. We just used the B3 from Oxenhope. So let's go on to the station now. Wait for that 1915 to Dewsbury. Right, this is our penultimate train today. This will take us to Dewsbury, and then hopefully we'll get the Transpennine service then back to Cottingley half an hour later.